Oh, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Review Show. I'm your host, Chris, and I am rolling solo today because we're going to talk about some anime. I'm the only person on the list here that really watches as much anime as probably the majority of you viewers do. So let's jump right into this topic. I would love to be optimistic. I can't. I physically can't. I can't. If you've seen the fucking title, you already know what we're about to get into, and that is the fact that Netflix is making a live action of probably my favorite anime ever growing up, Cowboy Bebop. I watched the fuck out of this anime. Growing up, absolutely loved it, absolutely adored it, and now Netflix is here to ruin it. But anyways, so let's go ahead and just kind of jump into live action animes, right? We've had a couple. We probably have more than I've even seen, but we've had a couple, right? So let's go down just a short list of ones that I can think of off the top of my head right now. Dragon Ball Z Evolution. Terrible. Never watched it. I don't even have to watch it to know it's terrible. Look at the ratings, look at the reviews. Everybody fucking hated that movie. Dragon Ball Z Evolution. Terrible. All right? Avatar The Last Airbender. Watched it. Fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. Avatar The Last Airbender, the movie, is like one other movie on this list that I'm about to get to. I'll actually get to that one next, where I watched the movie first before I watched the anime. Thought the movie was good. It made me want to watch the anime. Then I watched the anime and the movie was fucking terrible. So, Avatar The Last Airbender, fucking terrible. Death Note. Death Note is the other one. Willem Dafoe. I thought it was going to be great, and it was until I watched the anime, and then I was like, wow, this is fucking trash. So, once again, fucking terrible. I tried to make myself suffer today watching the Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, that was rough. I've seen the Full Metal Alchemist, the animated show. Loved it, watched it as a kid. I watched and reacted to the entire series of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on Dark Star. That was a love-hate relationship because I don't really care for the whole military aspect that much because it was boring to me. I liked the more of just the story of Ed and Al. So there's that, but I still watched it, and you know, it was an anime, it was good. The movie, I got roughly about maybe close to 45 minutes into, and I had to turn off. It's terrible. I think there's a live action Bleach, or it's going to be a live action Bleach. I'm sure it's going to be terrible too. I don't know. I don't watch the actual anime. I know Tony does. He fucking loves it, so it's got to be somewhat at least decent because Tony watches a lot of the same animes I do. So I got to believe that it's okay. I never want to actually admit and say that to him, but you know, yeah. So we have a long list, and I should point out, two of those animes were made by Netflix. They were made by Netflix. Not the animes themselves, the movies. They were made by Netflix. Fucking Full Metal Alchemist and Death Note were both done by Netflix. Why are we trying to destroy Cowboy Bebop? I don't understand why we want to destroy Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop ended on June 26, 1998. It ended in the Hall of fucking Fame of animes. Why are we pulling this back out? I wouldn't even want to see another animated reboot series of this. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Like, why do we have to fuck with things? I don't understand why we have to fuck with things. I've also heard rumors that they're planning on doing Samurai Champloo as well. Another amazing fucking anime that does not need a fucking live action movie. Like, please, for the love of God, stop. It's not good. It's not good. Now, before I really dive into the Cowboy Bebop thing, I want to say I don't have an issue with any of the actors at all. Or actors or actresses that are going to be on this. I do have an issue with it looks like Ed's not even going to be in it, which is, I mean, she's part of the fucking group, but whatever. But it looks like the movie is centered around Spike, Faye, and I can't even think of his name off the top of my head right now. The other guy. Either way, Jet. That's what it is. Jet Black. Okay, so yeah, Spike, Jet, and Faye Valentine. Man, dude, there's so much wrong. There's just so much wrong. So Netflix had this whole ceremony thing, whatever, where they show their new shows, stuff coming out. And this had been something that had been rumored where they'd released like a picture to show them all together, like from an iconic scene in the actual anime. And so people kind of knew that this was coming down the turnpike, but they released the opener to it, which is the exact same opener that Cowboy Bebop does, and it was as close to a shot-for-shot remake as it could be of the actual anime opener. Anybody that watches that side by side and doesn't understand why this doesn't need to be made, I don't know what's wrong with you, unless you just flat out don't watch the anime. The perfect example, and I love this actor, love him to death. I loved Harold and Kumar, even though those movies are terrible. I fucking love him. He's great. Watching that opening scene with him blowing the cigarette, and then he runs, because there's definitely a side by side comparison. And then he runs. He looks so stupid running. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. Like, it looks terrible. Just let's not do this. Like, it's anime for a reason. Anime is made because it's stuff that we can't actually pull off in actual movies. So let's just go ahead and just leave it to anime. I would rather see, and honestly, I don't want to see this, but I would rather see a full CGI animated movie. Like, we as a collective society need to come together and realize that we can't do this. We physically cannot do live action anime movies. They don't work. We've tried so many times, they don't work. So since they don't work, let's just drop this idea and start doing CGI animated movies of anime. Because then they would at least still be good. Like, for instance, Final Fantasy VII, perfect example. Even though it's a video game, technically it was an anime as well, because it only had, fucking one anime episode, The Last Order, but it's out there. CGI movie. Some people didn't like it solely due to the fact that they thought the story was over, and they thought that they just made up a random story in order to be able to make a movie and profit more off of Final Fantasy VII. Whether they did, they didn't, who knows? It's fucking up for debate. I loved it. I enjoyed it. There might be some bias there, but the CGI aspect of it works. It works. It makes it feel like it fits. If that would have been a live action movie, guarantee I would have hated it. I don't want to see a live action movie. I know there were talks about, I don't know if it was Netflix or somebody was going to be doing like a live action Final Fantasy VII series. And I was like, God, no, please, no. That right there shows you the bias. Like, even the bias gets trumped on that. No, just stop. I don't know why we're doing this. I really don't. It's very upsetting because, like I said, I love Cowboy Bebop. If my daughter was to get into actually watching anime, that's one that I would want her to watch because, one, it's not that long, and two, it's a great way to fucking start, or not necessarily start, but, kind of start to, her anime, whatever. So, the live action intro, a lot of people are saying is good. I don't think any of these people actually watch the fucking anime because, and I feel very conflicted by looking at this too, because there's so many people that are like, it's good. Look, Netflix is getting nothing but love for it. But when you go and look at like the actual comments on the video on YouTube, it's nothing but people shitting on it. Like, it's basically nothing but people shitting on it. Like, I want to say 85% of people fucking hate that this is being remade. So I don't know what yes man / woman / echo chamber they decided to fucking do this tadum around. Yeah, the fan vent named tadum. But I that's not what the internet is coming back with. A lot of people say let's see, sorry. Intros a banger at least. Okay, so there's a lot of people who are basically just like, yeah, we're happy that they use the same intro because you can't get rid of Tank, which is the name of the intro. But at the same time, like, a lot of people are upset. I mean, they literally have a main character missing from the entire intro. Even at the end, like, it shows all 4 of their fucking pictures and hers is not there. Like, it's fucking crazy. I just I'm trying to digress here. So yeah, so at Netflix to they put this out. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. It's coming out very soon, I believe. I think it's like November. Yeah, apparently this was first announced back in 2018. A lot of people just thought it was rumors. I was one of those, hoping it was just a rumor. Um, yeah, here we go. Perfect example. Who's this by? Oh, Kotaku. Oh, I'm not gonna read a Kotaku report. I fucking hate Kotaku. Sorry, anybody who likes Kotaku. But basically, they were saying something along the lines of what I was just saying. We literally have a history full of bombs. Like it's never, ever, ever went well with live action animes. It just doesn't. It won't, and we need to just stop. I don't understand why people still want this to happen. Why people still look into this happening. Like it's bad, and I don't know. I mean, I saw something saying where like even if this is a flop, this would be a cool like sci-fi thing to kind of do. Yeah, sure, make it its own thing, keep the same actors and actresses, and then do their own thing. But they even have the dog, man. They even have the Corky, and they don't have Ed. Like, come on, like they go hand in hand. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why we're doing it. I don't get it. I don't like it. I hate it. It's the worst. It's the worst. Normally I try to be somewhat positive. I know sometimes I'm negative, but I can't be positive about this. I'm not excited for this. I'm not happy for this. Man, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not excited for it at all. I think this is going to bomb terribly, and I think that there's no reason for us to be bringing it into that situation because of the legacy that it has. Like, at some point, you should just not be able to touch something because of how legendary it was, and this is, like, fucking iconic. Like, Tank is iconic. Fucking Cowboy Bebop, iconic. Like, Spike, his whole look, everything, iconic. Like, he's... It's rough. It's rough. This is how I started my morning, folks. I'm sorry. This is the start to my morning. I'm still waking up here. Yeah, I rolled out of bed and I had an alert on my phone that was like, Netflix is making an anime live action. Da 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 da. It's an anime that we think you watch, and I clicked on it and shouldn't have. It's not the way to start the day. If you're asking, Chris, why are you so mad? It's like somebody pissed in your cereal. Netflix pissed in my cereal this morning. That's 100% what happened. Netflix pissed in my cereal. So I guess I'll have to wait and see. I mean, I at one point I want to say I'm not going to watch it because I would like to not watch it because I'm sure it's going to be terrible, but I'll probably watch it. And I mean, because I've watched all the other ones. I mean, I tried suffering through Full Metal Alchemist. I couldn't help it I couldn't help it. With Full Metal Alchemist, the other aspect of that is that the movie was filled with primarily Japanese actors and actresses, which is fine. I've got zero issues with. My problem is that anime is so well known for having one of the best dubs that like trying to watch the Japanese version of it is very rough for me because I watched the dub because the dub was so good, and trying to watch the dub version of the movie is terrible because their mouths obviously don't match up with the words. Duh. And yeah, it's rough. It's hard. It's not easy. I think the characters look stupid. I mean, Owl's probably the only character that looks cool, and that's because it's kind of hard to fuck up his armor. But, you know, I mean, could have happened. But yeah, I didn't care for the way Ed looks as far as like his hair, the wig. It looked very obvious that it was a wig. His clothes did not look good. They tried to recreate that outfit. The way it just started off was very awkward as well. I thought the opening scene was an absolute disgrace to the original opening scene of fucking Full Metal Alchemist. And what I mean by opening scene is like them trying to do the transmutation to bring back their mom. So yeah, I'm sure that Netflix has great intentions, and I'm sure all these actors and actresses are excited and honored to be able to try and do what they're going to attempt to do, but it just hasn't worked, and I think we need to stop because it's not a good thing. It's not a good look. I mean, it's just not. But on the slight hand, they fucking pull it off. Hey, I'll eat my words. That's completely fine. I'm okay with that. But have there ever been bigger shoes to fill in the anime community? Besides Dragon Ball Evolution, which was fucking terrible. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But before I just keep rambling on, I guess we'll go ahead and end that there. If you guys enjoyed this show, I don't know how, besides the fact that you're as upset as I am, and you just came here to hear me shit on it because you knew Chris would. So, I'm okay with that too. But other than that, I hope that you guys hit that like, that subscribe, turn on those notifications. Hit me in the comment section below. Let me know if you're excited for it and you disagree and you want to have a conversation about it. I'd love to debate you on it. And then maybe you can sway me and make me think that I'm going to love it. Doubtful, but hey, maybe. Let me know. Are you excited for it? If you are, what's the most excited thing you are about it? I mean, the characters don't look bad. I mean, I'm looking at the scene that they posted with them on the couch. They don't look bad. But at the same time, it's just, I don't think this is going to end well. So I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens. But hit me in the comment section below. There's also Twitter links and Twitches down there as well. Don't forget to check out our merch shop. That's the best way to support us if you would like to rock some Dead Funny merch. We got a special shirt that's going to be releasing in October and only for October, which you'll be able to see shortly. And it is going to be the secondary Dead Funny logo. It will also be the logo of the channel for the entire month of October as well. So make sure you check that out. Pick up that shirt while it's available, because once October is gone, so will the shirt. Will we bring it back next year? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time.